Black Adam issue 2, Christopher Priest writing with Rafa Sandoval on the art. So the start of this issue kind of goes back and explains kind of when Black Adam seemingly got infected and started his dying process. Which is probably my least favorite part of the book. The actual flying off and ultimately fighting Darkseid, that part's fine. But the dialogue I thought with him and this other character, I thought was a bit of a chore to get through. I thought. Luckily though, and this is kind of similar to the first issue where I had one or two scenes that I didn't like that much, but then the rest of it I like quite a bit. So everything with this new character Malik and his sort of he's finding out why Black Adam's dying. He's asking these questions. He's like, you should get to a doctor. And, we learned the last issue he's a med student, so he knows a lot about this. He's not officially a doctor yet, but he's learned a lot of it.
It's like, where's all the charts? Come on, give me the information. Where are we going? Can we at least give him some aspirin?
Yeah, so, and Black Adam, of course, is too arrogant to have any medical facilities in his palace.
I like the way that's described later. They're like, no. Kandak's pretty advanced. They've got top-tier facilities. He just refused to have any in his palace.
Yeah, so it's kind of. I really, the one thing it sort of plays on though is this backstory with Adam killing in his origin where he kills it's like the other guy share. I can't forget his name. It's been a while since I've read any of this stuff, but shares the power of Shazam with them, and then he kills him, and keeps it for himself. So the idea that part of this is some kind of like now at the end of his days, there's kind of like a reflection and possible desire for redemption, because Black Adam has become a character. While he's very stern and he's he is who he is ultimately trying to do a lot of good things in his own way.
Yeah, he's one of those characters where you always believe he means best for his country. Like he has motivations that aren't. He's not just power mad. He's not like just I want to be a dictator, right? He's not that. He is doing what he thinks is the right thing, just usually in the wrong way.
Yeah. So. And it's actually the visual of this character that leads him off to fight Darkseid at the start. That's kind of what the trick is to get him out there. But yeah, so some wonderful art in here actually. See when he's in space and he's yelling Shazam, and this moment where he's going to kill the other character in the backstory, like all that stuff is really well illustrated here. A little bit into the book. But yeah, when we get to the stuff with Malik and Black Adam dying, and Black Adam's like, no, you're going to be the one who continues my legacy. You're going to redeem the name of Black Adam, because Black Adam, I can't redeem it, right? I'm too far gone.
Well, interestingly is because he makes him not Black Adam because he thinks the name of Black Adam is irredeemable at this point.
Oh, I was getting to the suit and the reveal and all that. But he makes him say the name to the point where like he gets his doctor to shoot him. So he has to say the name to survive, because otherwise he'll probably die.
Pretty smart.
Smart's one word for it. Maybe
evil, psychotic, isn't it? But smart in terms of, hey, it's gonna work.
So he puts on his ring. He says Shazam, and he has a white suit, right? And Malik's name is Malik White. So when Black Adam calls him White Adam, it's like, okay, you can see how that would work. Although he does call out the bullshit of like black meaning bad and white meaning good bullshit. He criticizes that instantly, which I thought was a nice touch. So yeah, it's very interesting. So he's like, okay, so he said there's a portal thing here that he nicked from the Justice League. All right, let's go to the hospital. So he takes Black Adam to his hospital that he trains at, and gets them all to.
I think one of my favorite moments of this is like, coming through, adult male, 46,000 years old.
Yeah, so, and he says who he is. He's a student, and like the surgeon's like, okay, we'll take it from here. You stay out here, med student.
Yeah. And you go back to trick or treating.
Yeah. So the end of the issue is that the doctor comes out and tells him that Adam is dead. Theo Adam is dead. So yeah, it says next time. Black Adam goes to hell and he deserves it. So I suspect that we're still going to see Black Adam himself in some capacity,
which is really interesting.
Yeah, but obviously we're also going to see Malik kind of like sort of take the mantle and do whatever he's going to do at the start of this journey, which is interesting. So no, I like a lot of this book. I really do. I think my opinion in the first issue was weird human, the human side of Black Adam, and he's just like he's got the cane.
Oh, I liked that stuff a lot.
I was a bit weird about it. Maybe it's just because we never see his human side, and he's just always Black Adam. That
I know there was a lot of interviews before he came out with Priest talking about how he loves that side of it. And, kind of compared it to the Donald Blake stuff in Thor, which has also kind of not really been a thing in quite a while. Like, he's like, I'm bringing it back, and I kind of loved it.
But I really liked all this other stuff it did. I liked, the Black Adam seemingly wanting to make some changes. The new character Malik, I think, was entertaining. Pretending to be a doctor to a patient. And an asshole. It was like a white supremacist patient that he was pretending to be a doctor for just to mess with him, and then he get into trouble, of course, for that, right? So it really set up his character as being, a bit of a jokester, but in a well-meaning way though, because obviously he's making a point when he's doing that. So here in this issue, like seeing this all kind of thrust upon him when he doesn't really want it, I could see a good, interesting character growth over the course of this 12-issue run of setting this character up. I'd hope that maybe there is plans for something with this character after this book, in some capacity.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of it he kind of gives up the power.
I could see that happening too, but if he still has the power by the end, it's not so much that I'm saying there should be another solo series just for him or a sequel series or whatever, but just the idea that he will, still be Kandak, he will still pop up in stories when it's relevant and things like that. Like, I do wonder, because we're getting, Mary Marvel, because I'm not sure if that's in continuity, that Mary Marvel story that's coming up, but if it is, I wonder if we get some sort of Shazam overall thing after both are done. Maybe we'll get some.
Yeah, I mean, who knows where this sits in continuity either right now, given there's a lot of Black Adam stuff going on, right?
It kind of ties into Dark Crisis, because this him going off to fight Darkseid is the Great Darkness. That's literally.
Oh, yeah.
So this is more or less present day, maybe slightly later than present day.
Has to be slightly later, because he's still kicking around after that, right?
In Dark Crisis, he is, yeah. So
yeah.
I don't know if it's set after Dark Crisis entirely or just set later on whilst the main fights are going on or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't be continuity. Just don't even.
Just don't think about it too much.
Yeah. Just ballpark it and leave it at that.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, art's pretty solid though.
It is. I really like that there's a touch at the end where he's wearing like one of those, the green nurse's shirts over the top of his outfit, but you can still see the yellow from the symbol just kind of shining through because it's very bright. You see it all the other times where he's wearing it is like glowing. So I like the way you can just see it shining through the the shirt above it.
Yeah, like I say, I liked all the stuff with Black Adam flying off early, right before the Darkseid stuff. We see some of the flashbacks and this dark part of his history that he's ultimately his tenure as Black Adam started with this horrific act that maybe now at the end he has to in some way find some redemption for. I think it's quite interesting. And I assume this hell that he's going to might have something to do with that. Maybe reliving this over and over again, or being confronted with what he did there. I could see that playing into it.
Yeah, quite possibly. I think the art is it's really expressive as well in the faces, especially with Malik. There's a lot of stuff. Kind of when he's being just given the power, where he's got a lot of varying facial expressions that are really strong. Like when he's doing like the timeout bit, the stuff. There's little panels like that are really strong that kind of sell it.
Yeah, I think they did a good job with Malik. I think he was likable in issue 1. I think he's still likable here. He feels relatable. And I also kind of like the idea that we have a superhero of some kind who is a doctor, or even more interestingly, is someone who almost became a doctor, so has effectively a lot of the knowledge and skills, but is never officially, been credentialed, as it were.
Dr. Midnight.
I never said there was none.
No.
Just not something that's too common. But this is what makes it a little bit different, is the idea that he almost went down that path, that he got quite far in that path, and then obviously this is maybe he'll choose to go back to his life by the end of this, but at least right now it feels like he's swerving out of that into, I don't know, dictatorship. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, we'll see.
But maybe he'll try and change that, obviously. Maybe he'll shake up.
Maybe that's how he, his legacy, he changes how Kandak runs.
Yes, we're going to have a vote this time, Kandak. Yay! There's a vote. And he'll win 100% of the vote, not because he does it in shady, but because they all assume, because they're used to Black Adam, that there'll be consequences.
He won't even run. They'll just all write in.
Oh dear. But no, I'm enjoying the book.
I think I preferred issue 1 slightly because I was enjoying the Theo Adam stuff, but yeah, I'm still digging it.
Yeah, I think, do you know what I think I like as well, that I know it's 12 issues, and because his Deathstroke was really good at times, but it also was like really, there was a lot of it. And
I do need to go back and finish. I got further than you did. I need to go back and finish it. But I think it's fantastic, everything I've read in it. I think everything in it that I read was great. It just didn't read very well monthly. I think it was, very dense, and you needed to pay attention to a lot of things. So I think if I go back and read it all, it'll probably be great.
This feels more balanced. It still feels like Priest, but it feels like it's working, at least so far, better in monthly chapters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's good so far.
All right, what are you giving Black Adam issue 2?
Ooh, I will give it a 8.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with that. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.